share a message of hope. I'm just happy that you're here with me today. I'm excited. I have Destiny here with me. And so I've shared many times of where my life was and where I'm at today. And I always love when I get the opportunity for others to share too, because not one program works for us. So, Destiny, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Destiny. I am 1 year and almost 5 months clean. My drug of choice was coke and meth.
Where would you say like the lowest point in your life was? Like, what was the moment where like you decided that enough is enough, that you don't want to go on living like that?
I was living in a motel with my ex-boyfriend, and I started looking like a drug addict. Like, my face started sinking in, my skin started changing like a gray color. My eyes were not green anymore. I could tell like my body was declining extremely fast. And so I went into treatment for the first time in 2018. Got stayed clean for about 4 months, and went back out. And I was fortunate enough to not be homeless after that point, but I was still in my addiction. We ended up getting a place together, and both of us were really high into our addiction. And I left him in like 2019, moved in with my family, tried to get clean, didn't work, went back out again, and then I went into treatment again in just this last year, in 2020. My clean date is April 10th, 2020. I went to treatment center in California, Belamonte Recovery Center. It was a phenomenal place.
I have heard.
It is so beautiful. It was an old like spa.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
They have like jacuzzi bathtubs.
You have a nice one, huh?
Yes. I was fortunate enough that my insurance covered it. So,
yeah.
Yes. So I got clean, stayed in California for about 6 months, lived there in Southern California. It was way too hot.
Oh, yeah. I believe that one.
Way too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Moved back to Washington in October of last year. And I actually moved over to Wenatchee and lived over by my mom for a few weeks.
We love her mom.
Yes, we do love my mom. Hi, Mom. And I stayed clean. Well, I stayed living in Wenatchee for about 3 weeks, and then my ex reached out to me. I was in a domestic violence relationship since 2016, on and off until 2020. Actually, that's a lie. Until 2021. I left him in March of this year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So on and off an abusive relationship for a while. He reached out to me. I am super codependent, like really bad.
Yeah.
And which I'm learning a lot of drug addicts are codependent, unfortunately. And so I, ended up moving back in with him, and things were going okay. I wasn't using. I didn't use at all when I was with him this last time, which I was really proud of myself for that. And yeah, March 11th, 2021 was the last day I was there with him. I moved out, came and moved in with my grandparents. And that was the turning point in my life, was March 11th, 2021.
Okay.
I really decided then and there that I don't want to be with this man anymore. I knew that I didn't want to be with him anymore. I knew that I deserved a better life, and I knew that I could give myself that better life. It was just actually doing it was challenging.
Yeah.
I now can say I have a beautiful life. I have a full-time job that I love. Don't always love the people I work with, but I love my job. and I finally got a place of my own, which was about 6 months before I even anticipated it.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. I got my first raise at work.
Yay.
Yes.
That's great.
I've never gotten a raise at work before, so this first one was like, oh my gosh.
That's nice.
Yes, it was awesome. And yeah, I'm just, I go to meetings. I don't do it as often as most people do. I do run my program a little differently. I go to meetings, at least I try to make it on Fridays once a week.
That's great.
Yeah, and so, yeah.
If there was one person listening, or if there was people listening, and there was one message you had on your heart, Destiny, what would you tell that person? Like, if you, in like the lowest points of your recovery, where you're feeling like giving up, and like, say you had gave up before you got to the point where you're at today. If somebody's listening and they're at that point where they just want to give up and they don't know how to keep going, like, what message would you share with that person that's listening?
I'm gonna cry through this one.
Yeah, that's okay.
That there is somebody out there that loves you.
Yeah.
Whether it's God, whatever your higher power is, whether it's your family. My higher power happens to be myself before I started using. I started using at a lot later than most people. I started using when I was 21. And so my higher power is myself before that, because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do.
Yeah.
And so my one message would be that there is somebody out there that loves you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to always continue to push through, even though it might seem impossible at the moment. There's always an end.
Yes, that's beautiful. I love that. And always keep looking for ways to like better yourself. And I know myself and Destiny, the life that we're living today may not be exactly where we want to be, but we're going to continue to press forward and keep going, because the life that was behind us, to me, there's not anything that can convince me to go backwards, so that's, I just thank you for sharing that, Destiny. I appreciate you being here and just giving that message of hope, and I hope that you can join me again sometime here on Me Diaries and giving messages of hope. We can come in and do like an update, and just thinking about it now, maybe that trip to go see your mom, we can all sit down and do one,
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like anything else on your heart you want to say? Any last words?
Always love yourself, no matter what. You're always worth it, even when you don't feel like you are. And I love you, Mom. I know you're watching this. So.
Yeah, we are worth it, and I think that's when I really found my purpose. Not only through my pain, but I found my purpose through finding my worth. We treat ourselves the way that we feel about ourselves, and like working on self-love is still a process for myself, but never giving up on myself. I love myself enough to not want to hurt myself today. So everything that you said, Destiny, really sat with me, and I related to a lot of what you said. So I'm just grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you took this opportunity to do this video with me, and I look forward to this journey and the more chances we get to be together and just hang out and get to know each other more.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great week. Remember, be kind to yourselves and know your worth. Know that you are loved, and that we're rooting for you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Sunday. Take care.